Okay, continuing with our assembly, we are now ready to install the legs. Remember on our previous video we talked about gluing the extra parts for the bottom section, for the bulkhead. But before this, the legs have to be glued first. So the hopper has 3 legs, clearly identified. This is considered the front, the area where the front leg will go, and you can identify when you see this detail of tile. This tile matches where the front leg should be. Then on the back, you're gonna notice the silhouette of a man, and on the sides there are the holes where the back legs will go. So when this is a reference point, you can tell that this is the back of the vehicle and these are the legs. Now why this was done, this silhouette of the man was put there, was drawn there just to indicate the scale, how big is the vehicle compared to the size of a man. Okay. The legs here on the back they have extra lines. These are to put covers that we'll put later. The same thing here, but on the front it lacks those extra lines. Why? Because this was the this was considered the fin of the vehicle. It's like an airplane. Consider that this is like the rudder, and this is the front of the vehicle, and the back legs are the wings. The prototype in the initial configuration had that characteristic of having the legs. The back legs acted as wings, and the dorsal fin acted like the rudder. Well, there's no longer that. Now we all know that the current Starship prototype has no legs, has wings. All right, going back to this model, here are the 3 legs that we are going to glue now. I have glued the extra parts that go on each leg on these 2 legs, and this one is missing these parts, and I did it on purpose so I can tell you how to assemble these little pieces. All right, so what are those pieces that you just saw here? Let's go to our drawing board on our Illustrator. I'm referring to these parts. This is a leg support. This is a part of a tether. Here you can see the 3 main legs and the smaller parts of the leg. These are the smaller poles for the 3 legs. So zooming in on this one, we notice that there are markings where this part will go, and this, as I say, this was part of a tether system when this vehicle, the hopper, and at the beginning it was tested for hops, and it was tethered at the beginning. And the other feature that we're going to put is the leg support, and the location where it goes is this line here. All right. So let's go back to the model. So here it is, the leg support, and there's a little band, like a bracelet, that covers this part. It was part of a tether. There was a clamp here and a big type of chain with a tether. Alright, so let's assemble those parts, those pieces. Here they are. The first one is pretty straightforward. We're going to curve it. Let's go get our dowel again. Just curve it. We're going to apply glue. We're going to use a very small piece of, this is what I call my brush, just a little piece, and put glue on it and spread the glue all in the area. Alright, so now we're going to get our leg and we're going to glue it carefully. Just put it on top. If you're not sure, do it again. Use a tweezer. Alright, better. And this detail, like a wire, the black wire, matches with the one that was drawn on top of that, of the part that we just glued. Nice little detail. So now we're going to add this leg support, little box. We're going to fold it and then we're going to apply it, we're going to glue it here. So for that, we're going to score these lines, and with the use of a scoring tool and my ruler, I'm going to start scoring these lines where this part will be folded. Alright, now let's proceed to cut this piece. Be careful when using the craft knife. You can cut this with a scissor, but I'm so used to cutting small pieces with a knife. It's better. You have better control. Alright. folding where we scored. Try grabbing the curved side firmly in order to fold this triangle. Okay? There. Push it back. The little tabs. Hold it and try pinching it there. Okay. All right. Now we're going to apply glue. We're going to apply glue in this area, in this case. Just a little bit. All right. Fold this down and start doing one side first. So remember, here we have this little tab. Align it and press hard. Let it, by pressing it in such a small piece, it will dry out very fast. And the next one. There. Keep the shape. And now we're going to glue this to the back of the leg where this little line tells you, shows it aligns with the bottom with the square. Okay, so we're going to apply, glue. Just a little tiny bit, and especially here on the curved side. Just tap it. Just by tapping the edge, you are applying glue. And then here, if you think that you have applied too much, well, start removing it. All right, let's align to this line there, and it just sits there. Okay. Notice that from the three legs, two are exactly the same because this large pole is actually clean with no details on it. But this other leg has like these two stripes, two bands here. This is considered the front leg. all right, the front leg or the fin. And notice that the leg supports on all these three, which they look the same, one has a tile. This tile, this leg support that has a tile should go with the front leg or fin. Okay, now we're going to proceed to glue them on the body of the hopper. For this, we're going to turn it up, showing the bolt, the engine section up, and let's identify the location where the back legs should go by this little guy, and the front leg by this tile. So let's glue the front leg, or is the one that has these two stripes. We're going to apply glue here in this area and here. Just by tapping, remove the excess on the side. Same thing here. This would be the area that will stick to the body of the hopper. And apply glue, spreading it from in and out, in and out. Same on this side. That way, this area will not be affected with, will not show any glue. Alright? Alright, let's apply. So, first look for the tile, and we're going to introduce the smaller pole of the leg carefully right there. Okay, turn it in and align this leg with the tip of this area there. Sometimes it's not going to be perfect, but you have to just do your best in aligning it there. And here it has to touch the bottom of the boat. It's perfectly touches the dome. Alright, you want to keep it straight. We're going to wait there. This is crucial because the legs have to be well aligned. While it dries out, we're gonna add glue to one of the back legs. Same procedure. Let's apply glue on the same spots. Tapping it here. Now remember, you can go and review the video of how I assemble the legs. It is crucial, it's very important that these legs are assembled and the seam line, it's perfectly straight. Alright, I have another model that I did it on purpose to show you what is considered a misalignment. Notice that if we notice the seam line that it curves, and this oval, it's not aligned with this. Here's another one. It's worse, it's more noticeable that it's totally angled. So this will not touch the surface of the body. As you can see, the seam line is curved. That might happen to you if you're not careful. All right, so let's see. Now we're going to this is one of the back legs. Is totally clean. It has no features here. That identifies as one of the legs that go on the back. And by that, look at the silhouette of the man, and this would be a hole for this leg. Turn it around, slide it in, and be careful with this area first. Let's align this, push it down, and there, hold it, and you will notice that it touches the dome. That's what you want. It has to be straight. So we're gonna leave it there. That's our second leg. Totally straight. You have to be careful and double. Let's check the other one. Still well positioned. And we're just one more leg to go. Let's apply glue the same way, tapping it. Same way, carefully introduce the leg there and watch it here. It has to match there. Hold it with your thumb while you look at the dome, the bulkhead. It touches the bulkhead. Align it. It has to be straight. And there. All three legs have been glued. I'm going to let it sit there a few minutes before turning it up to see if it's leveled. I think we can do this just to test carefully. Okay, very good. So far so good. Let's go back and just double check all the legs are straight, aligned. All right, so we're done with the legs. Now the legs have covers, and here one of the covers, another type of covering. So we'll go and talk about that on our next video. Thank you.